Tonight, we'll introduce you to the candidates running for president and vice president in the upcoming student government elections.
And has there been any serious infractions during this election season? LSU's Commissioner of Elections will give us the details.
Hello, Tigers, and thank you for joining us tonight as we get ready for the student government debate put on by yours truly, TigerTV. I'm Michael Edmondson.
And I'm Jackie Massey. We hope all of you are having a wonderful midterms week so far. We have a lot in store for you guys tonight.
Yes, we do, Jackie. We're actually going to introduce you to the candidates running for office tonight, and then right after this, we'll be airing the student government debate live, so make sure you stay in tune for that.
But first, let's check in with Larissa outside the Holiday Forum. Larissa?
So Clay, what are some of the questions you think are going to come up during tonight's debate?
Well, I was on the debate committee, so I can't share the exact questions, but there's going to be a lot of interesting topics and pressing issues that that the candidates will answer that are upcoming this year.
And how do you think, what's some qualities for a president?
It's hard to narrow it down to a few, but definitely patience and building a staff and making sure you select a good running mate, which they all have.
Well, thank you for talking with me, and we'll see more about what's going on in tonight's debate.
Thanks, Larissa.
So we're going to introduce you to the candidates running for office. We'll introduce them in an alphabetical order according to the last name of the presidential candidate on each ticket. To start off, we have Helen Frink and Wesley Davis running on the Make It Matter ticket.
It's Helen Frank and Wesley Davis from the Make It Matter campaign say that they've learned from their own experience in student government that not every student is being heard.
As someone who's been highly involved since freshman year, I understand a lot of the benefits of student government, but also some places that we're lacking, mainly within reaching out to students.
Frank and Davis have made connecting with students from a variety of backgrounds a priority throughout their campaign. They stated since they've begun campaigning, they've logged over 33 hours talking to students. One issue they stated they've received numerous complaints about is a lack of diversity at the career fair.
That's something I would have never known about myself, and so we want to work with the Career Center to improve that and bring in as many companies as possible with as much diverse background.
From talking to students, they were also inspired to advocate for a mental health week at LSU. With this initiative, they hope to raise awareness about an aspect of student health that they feel often goes ignored.
UREC promotes physical health, LSU Dining promotes eating healthy, and those are all good things, but mental health in itself sometimes gets swept under the rug.
Both Frank and Davis feel the best way to create effective change across campus is to keep an open and ongoing dialogue with students.
All of our initiatives come, like she said, from the students we've talked to, the students we've heard from. We really have the attitude that student government has the responsibility to go visit the students and go talk to the students instead of waiting for the students to come to us.
If elected president, Frank plans to increase the number of visits student government does with students to continue hearing the voices that go unheard. For Tiger TV, I'm Jasmine Foxworth.
Well, we'll see if these two can make it matter at the debate tonight, and good luck to both of you.
Coming up after the break, Commissioner of Elections, Elise Trepp, will be with us to let us know how the election season has been going so far.
So stay with us. Welcome back. Just in case you're just now tuning in, we're getting ready for the upcoming student government debate coming up at the half hour.
We just finished introducing the Make It Matter campaign, and up next we have Andrew Matuk and Hannah Knight with the Here and Now ticket.
Candidates Andrew Matuk and Hannah Knight from the Here and Now ticket say they're running for office to find reasonable solutions to students' concerns.
We have a lot of realistic ideas to kind of fix problems such as...
One of the issues Matuk and Knight plan to address is bridging the gap between the classroom and campus.
So students go 4 years learning how to become the best of the industry, but really don't have an avenue to display that back to campus.
The Here and Now ticket plans to implement the Built by LSU initiative. This would showcase the talents that students have gained at LSU while also allowing students to contribute back to campus.
So this would be kind of a series of little mini internships that students could partake in so that they can really leave their mark at LSU and in 20 or 30 years come back and say, I built this, I did this, I designed this.
Instead of creating initiatives that were only important to them, Matuk and Knight found it vital to promote their candidates' ideas as well.
We tried to let all of our candidates and supporters give input and let them put their names behind some of their ideas so that it's a group effort and we're all working towards the same goal and not just...
A main concern to students is parking, but long-term solutions won't benefit the current student body. A short-term solution, such as parking shuttles between commuter lots and campus, could help lessen the burden. Focusing on students' current issues at hand are at the forefront of the Here and Now ticket.
we really think that student government can start focusing on the changes that matter to students right here, right now, while we're still students, and even if you have a semester left.
With the current budget cut crisis, many students are concerned about the future of LSU, but Matuk is confident that the student body will persevere.
We know the budget cuts are coming, they're here to stay, there's nothing we can do about it, but in the meantime, we hope to at least create a little bit of compromise, bargain a little bit, get as much back for the students as we can.
For Tiger TV, I'm Casey Catalanato.
Andrew Matuk and Hannah Knight hope they can serve you here and now. Good luck tonight, guys. So joining us today, we have Elise Trapp. She's the Commissioner of Elections. Thanks for joining us. How is the student government season going so far?
It's been so
I
good.
hope they can
serve. Have 3 great tickets, and they've just been so wonderful and just excellent leaders through and through.
So what exactly, we see that you're the Commissioner of Elections, so what exactly does that mean?
It means I facilitate and organize the election process. And so I have to, organize the rooms, just do the small things that no one really thinks about, like making the ballot and overseeing each ticket and making sure they're doing everything correctly.
And have there been any infractions so far?
Luckily, no. I mean, every ticket has their hiccups, but of course, it's been really smooth and we've been able to work it out. So I've been, again, very fortunate. I've had really great tickets to work with.
Very awesome, very awesome. So I know one of the big things that have been going on is we see a lot more involvement with students this year. So can you tell me about kind of a new dynamic that's happening with student government?
Well, it's interesting that we have 3 very different tickets. We have, your boy and girl running, then you have your girls running president, and then the boys running vice president, and then you have 2 boys running both positions. So it's kind of interesting to see those 3 different tickets. They're so very different. They each have their own specific initiatives, and it's always interesting to see what they're going to do, and it's so fun to listen to how they're going to make these things happen here and now and make it more for LSU.
Very great.
So it's going to be so fun to hear them talk about tonight. I'm dying to hear it.
Very great. I know one of the new things that are happening is that Moodle's going to now have the ability to vote directly on the page. So can you tell us a little bit about how that's going to change things?
Oh, absolutely. That is actually something we worked over the summer, myself and the IT department and Frey. It's been so great that we can now vote on Moodle instead of having to go to a link. And so all you have to do is log straight onto your Moodle page, and it's right there in a purple box. And it makes it so much easier and so much more accessible to everybody. And we actually saw a 127% increase in voting in the fall, which was excellent to see. We love having more turnout. And I really think this is going to help with getting more people voting. And we can see a little bit more of how many students are voting from what college. And it's just been so great. And it's kind of my baby, and I'm very happy we have it.
Very awesome. Well, I know we're really excited to have you on today. Well, as we're now going to take a closer look at an insight of what the candidates of the More for LSU ticket, with David Scott running for president, running alongside Mo Ashan for vice president.
More for LSU next Monday.
It's almost time for the student government debate, and presidential candidate David Scotton says he's ready.
It's time that we elect people with political experience that can come in here with some knowledge on how to deal with these issues.
2 weeks ago, he protested the higher education budget cuts at the Capitol. But David says that's only the beginning.
We want to focus on scholarships. We want to focus on issues that students really care about, and that's college affordability.
Throughout the week, his ticket supporters have stood in free speech alley, regardless of the weather.
Being out here in the 35-degree weather just shows how dedicated I am to this campaign. I mean, I've been working on it for, like I said, 2 months now, and it's just when one person will walk by and be like, oh, you have my support, it makes it all worth it.
And David says he's proud by not only their dedication, but the diversity of his ticket.
We are not the status quo. We are the student body movement that represents the entire LSU campus. We are a very different group of people.
There you go. During the debate, David Scott will discuss several of his initiatives that include texting notifications, safety around the lakes, and scholarships.
We're ready to defeat the status quo.
For Tiger TV, I'm Jackie Massey.
And we'll find out if they can actually do more for LSU. Good luck to both of you tonight.
Please stay with us.
Well, Tigers, thanks for joining us tonight. Jackie and I are about to head over to the journalism building to watch the rest of the debate.
I hope it gets pretty interesting, don't you?
Definitely. We'll be live tweeting during the debate with the hashtag LSUSG debate. Feel free to hashtag us back or comment on the debate.
For Michael Edmondson, I'm Jackie Massey. We'll see you next time.